At the end of this clip you will understand how renewable fuels can be used in road transport. The application of renewable fuels can be a fast and effective way to make existing road transport highly sustainable. There are two ways to use renewable fuels in cars and trucks. The first one is through drop-in fuels. Drop-in fuels are fuels with almost the same behavior as traditional fuels and can be used without any modification to the vehicle. The most common way to create a renewable drop-in fuel is by making a bioblend. A percentage of biofuel is blended into diesel or petrol. By choosing a clever mix, a fuel can be created that has almost the same behavior as traditional, pure fossil diesel or petrol. These are the fuels that can directly replace the conventional fossil fuel. The second way is to develop dedicated engines, making a vehicle suitable for a new, sustainable fuel. Let's go through the options for passenger cars and heavy duty and talk about the pros and cons. First we'll take a look at drop-in fuels for passenger cars. The most used renewable component for petrol cars to blend is bioethanol. This started as E5, available at the filling stations. Since 2019, the most common petrol fuel is E10. This contains a maximum of 10% bioethanol. Although the blend ratio is only 10%, it has a large impact because of the large number of cars that are using this fuel. For diesel cars, the basic diesel fuel at the filling station nowadays contains 7% biodiesel and is called B7. All diesel cars are compatible with this fuel. On some locations also HVO, or so-called blue diesel, is available. This is a fully renewable fuel made from vegetable waste and is also seen as a drop-in fuel. It is aimed at standard diesel cars. Although most engines will run on it without problems and lower emissions are reported, manufacturers have only certified their most recent vehicles for this fuel. A small share of passenger cars is running on LPG or CNG. From an engine point of view, their technology is very close to petrol engines. LPG is a waste product from petrol production, but there's also some bio-LPG on the market. CNG can be completely replaced by bio-CNG. This renewable fuel is made from green gas and sold as a drop-in fuel for natural gas vehicles. So, for passenger cars, drop-in fuels are the most relevant option to make them more sustainable, because the cars that can use them are already out there on the road. However, besides the positive sustainability impact, there are also some points of attention. Petrol cars need to be compatible with ethanol-containing fuels. This is the case for almost all cars since early 2000. With biodiesel, initially some problems were seen with contamination and clogged filters in cars. This could be led back to problems in the supply chain. By using the correct method for preparing fuels and storing them at the fuel station, these problems are nowadays solved, but not yet forgotten. Now we'll dive into heavy-duty transport. Today almost all trucks are running on diesel fuel, which is B7. Also here, because of the large amount of fuel used by this sector, the low percentage already has a large impact. A small part of the truck fleet in the Netherlands is equipped with a natural gas engine. They can run on either fossil gas or biogas. It is available as CNG, but the trend for heavy duty is towards LNG, liquidized natural gas. By storing the fuel at low temperature, liquefied, the energy density goes up and the storage range of the truck increases. This is a very important aspect for transport. Since electrification of heavy-duty vehicles has a huge impact on cost and driving range, almost all manufacturers are working on the development of clean and efficient engines on other renewable fuels. Much R&D work is done on modifying existing engines to run on hydrogen, methanol, DME or methane. The usage of renewable fuels can strongly help to reduce the carbon footprint of existing vehicles. Today, this is already done by E10 and B7 fuel, having a strong impact with little effort and low cost. A larger blend ratio is desirable for increased sustainability. A limitation for blending more ethanol in petrol is guaranteeing that the engine control of standard petrol cars can still handle them. For higher biodiesel blend ratios, the challenge is mainly in the availability of sustainable produced biodiesel. For heavy duty, also a lot of R&D is put in dedicated engines for completely renewable fuels as hydrogen, methanol and DME. These new developments and the increasing usage of renewable drop-in fuels for passenger cars give engines a significant role in sustainable transport, today and in the future.